Hello everyone and welcome back to the Revival. It's the semi-finals of the FA Cup today as Newcastle United travel to the Rose Park Stadium to take on Manchester City in the FA Cup semi-finals. We've had an update on some negotiations within the team. Bodmer is going to be going on loan to West Ham United for the rest of the season. And it's going to be... Actually, hang on. Right, so he is going to be on loan at West Ham for all of next season. And the fee is £7 million. It's not going to be of any benefit to us as manager if indeed we do end up moving on. But it will help develop the player. He's going to get playing time there, I'm fairly certain. And so that is going to be a good deal for him and a good deal for Newcastle. Right, let's have a look at the starting lineup for today's match, and we are blessed with a fairly full-strength team today. Schubert coming in for Angus Gunn. Other than that, everybody fighting fit, raring to go, and I don't see any reason why we wouldn't go with this starting lineup. So it is Sky Blue versus Black and White Stripes in the semi-finals of the FA Cup today, taking place from the Rose Bowl Stadium Arena, whatever the hell it's called these days. It would be cool if Konami could maybe program it so that FA Cup is contested at home and away stadiums until the final, at which point it could move to Wembley. But I understand that they're not really making the game to be super realistic. After all, they don't have the licensing for the Premier League. This is all stuff that's been put in after the fact with an option file. Two teams emerge onto the pitch. Manchester kicking off. They are going to be attacking from left to right in this first half. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more joy in front of goal than we did last time out, where we absolutely battered down the doors at Everton and just couldn't find that goal until the last minute. Good pressure from the Newcastle players. They're making sure that Manchester City aren't going to be able to sit on the ball too comfortably. A foul given away in the right back position. City going to take this long, I believe. Load it into the box perhaps. No, just to the edge of the box. Oh dear, and it's not a good start at all for Newcastle. It's a goal for Gabriel Jesus, who has been a thorn in our side for the last couple of times that we've met Manchester City. Todibo keeping tack with him, but in the end just not able to stop him from being able to turn and shoot. It's a good finish from an excellent player, and Newcastle now with it all to do. They're really going to have to get their act together, and they're going to have to do it very quickly. And that's not going to help. That's a lovely ball cutting out the left back. Todibo equal to it though, able to pick the ball up, intercept it and begin the transition to attack. Timo Werner, thought I told him to play a through ball, but it doesn't matter because here's a chance for Werner and the ball has hit the posts. My goodness me, it's going to be another difficult day at the office for Newcastle it seems. And another foul given away in this left position. Promising signs for Newcastle. But they need to put it all together. So this one does go into the box. Aya underneath it. Heads it away. Don't know why the player left it there. Timo Werner completely derelict of his duties. Gonna have to be careful. My controller looks like it may run out of battery fairly soon. Timo Werner running away from the defenders here. He's got a good opportunity. And it might just about squirm in. No, it doesn't. That's a shame. It's a real shame for Timo Werner. Looked like he was going to get the opportunity to knock it in. He just couldn't get it lifted over the goalkeeper. Oh dear. We're really struggling to hold on to the ball here. I don't know which way this free kick's gone. It's gone Newcastle's way. Deflection, looks like it will go out for a corner. It does indeed. Another deflection, puts the ball out for a throw-in to Newcastle United. They're definitely keeping up the pressure here. Just need to craft themselves a good goal-scoring opportunity. Here's Willems. He loves to cross from this area. Another good cross. Dangerous. It goes out for another Newcastle throw. They're definitely putting the pressure on here. It's just a matter of finding the opening. Oh my word, what kind of pass was that? That's an awful pass. Suicidal from Newcastle, this. Just seems whenever Newcastle have an opportunity, one of the players is just bundled off. Not enough to cause a foul, but definitely enough to open up an opportunity for Manchester City. And at the other end, it's put out behind for a corner. Safety first approach for Newcastle. Werner coming very deep to collect the ball. Ah, no, he just... The take was good, but the defender knew exactly what was going to happen. And Newcastle lost the ball. They do have it back now. Werner. Oh, brilliant finish by Werner from the edge of the area. Pulls Newcastle up by the scruff of the neck and he says, "We don't lose today, boys." Quieten down, he says to the Man City fans as he celebrates with his teammates. This man can change football matches. He really, really can. And it was the never give up, never die attitude of Vinicius Jr. that made that goal. He won the loose ball, passed it through to his teammate, and then just watched as Werner did the rest. Excellent finish on his left foot, allegedly the weaker of his feet, but you wouldn't know that from the number of times he scores on it. Good pressing from Newcastle, really putting the pressure on Manchester City now. They're like, well, we know you can score against us, but we can score against you as well. Good play from Newcastle, forcing the clearance and the throw in. Deep cross by Maximan, not quite finding his man, but it was a teasing one. I've given him some stick for not being able to cross the ball particularly well, Maximan. But every now and then he does surprise you. Oh my word, that is painful. That is absolutely painful. How did Werner not get onto that? You could physically see him slow down. That is so frustrating. Everything about that was perfect until the final pass. There we go, we're going to go straight into the second half. A very enjoyable match to be playing. Come on, Henriks, you can do this. He can't do it. He can't do it. Not the pass I wanted, but never mind. That's good. He's won the ball high up the pitch from Kunku. Plays it through to Vinicius Jr. He's got a couple of options inside the box. The cross doesn't find either of them. But Newcastle will be able to retrieve this ball. Shelvey is just not able to hit it with the kind of power required from that distance. Not on that occasion anyway. Go on, Jonjo. Yes, boy. Oh, he loses out on the return ball though, but he wins it back. Doesn't give up, Jonjo Shelvey. Willems wide on the left. He's going to cross one in. Oh, we've been turned inside out. A little bit too eager to try and win the ball there. Won it back. Pressure off. Until we give it back, that is. Which we do almost immediately. Henriks wins the ball. Plays it upfield to Maximan. Long ball. Werner looking for it. He's got it. Timo Werner. Oh, agonising. Saw the goalkeeper coming out. Thought about doing the old chip. But couldn't get it on target. And in the end, even if it had have had the right power on it, it was going well wide. That's a real shame. Shelvey. Nkunku. Junior. Oh, it's the shoot button and tackle button again. And that will be a yellow card for him easily. So frustrating. But there we go. It is what it is. I mean, surely I'm that close to the ball. It should know that I'm looking to shoot. It wasn't under anyone's control when I hit the button. But never mind. We carry on. That's a foul. Oh my word. Easy chance for City. Somehow we get away with it. Junior. Nkunku, he's got a chance here. It's deflected wide. Oh my word, a glorious opportunity for the French midfielder. Whipped into the box, up for the header, comes Maximan, puts it wide of the goal though. Has scored a corner fairly recently. It's not unheard of. Oh, that's a foul. How is that not a foul? My word. Really not obvious at all, are they, with their favouritism of Manchester City here. Maximan. Maximan, he scored! He didn't need the help. He went himself. A fantastic pass from Junior into Maximan, and then from there on it was all his own work. Good play from Shelvey, getting up the pitch, making sure that the defenders had something else to think about. He drew one of the defenders away, and that allowed Maximan to open up and pop the finish past the goalkeeper. The pass was always there if he needed it. Shelvey, not just the decoy. And it's 2-1 to Newcastle, 81 minutes on the clock. A very, very good performance by them at the moment. They still need to wrap things up though. Too early to be celebrating yet. Ball comes forward to Vinicius Junior. Must be absolutely knackered. Into Nkunku, who is absolutely knackered, I can see. Willems. Ball played in. Shelvey back out to Willems. Back into Shelvey. He takes a pop and it's easy for the goalkeeper. And we will just make some changes. Whether or not they actually happen is another matter. But we do want to try and freshen some legs up. Ballo-Touré coming on at left back. Just head it as high up the pitch as you can. Oh, that's a foul. How is that not a foul? And thankfully the cross is long, but my word, what on earth was that? How was that not a foul on the player? And there we are, it's all over. Some very questionable defending. I say defending, I mean refereeing. Some very questionable refereeing here today. But Newcastle, despite all of that, rise to the occasion. They qualify for the final of the FA Cup. And despite the efforts of the once again fantastic Gabriel Jesus, it was Manchester City that ended up on the losing side today. So we go to the stats page and you can see, like, really it was all Newcastle, despite the fact that Manchester City struck first. They only had 2 shots in the entire match. Good all-round performance from the team. Aya not really catching the eye today according to the critics, but I've stopped listening to them a long time ago. And in the other game, it was Tottenham Hotspur that beat Liverpool in extra time to also qualify for the FA Cup final. So it will be Newcastle versus Tottenham in the final of the FA Cup this year. Okay, and with that, that is it for another episode. I think before I go, because even though the transfer window is a long, long way off, what I would like to do is have a quick look at a couple of these players that you guys have mentioned. So first of all, let's have a look for Pavon. Interesting. We don't have a Pavon. We have a Pavone. Right. I think I'm going to need for... I'm just looking up the comment again to figure out who it was that said to look for Pavon. But whoever it was, if you could let me know which Pavon... Oh, Phil Coutinho, of course. How could I forget that wonderful name? If you could let me know which Pavon you are talking about, that would be superb. These are the options. F Pavon from Trabzonspor, 24-year-old whole player, more of a support striker. M Pavon, the Argentinian centre forward from Astana, who is a 19-year-old target man. I suspect that's who you're talking about. And I don't think it's the goalkeeper Pavoni. So I think it's M Pavone, but let me know. Please do let me know. Also, we were supposed to have a look at a midfielder, and I'm just again trying to find the name. It was Amin Harit, wasn't it? Okay, let's have a quick look at Harit as well. Ooh. You know what? He's not bad at all, is he? He is not bad at all. Good on his weak foot as well. Not particularly great in the tackle, but I don't mind that so much for an attacking midfielder. His dribbling is excellent. He's got good passing. Finishing isn't as good as it could be, but that's something that you could probably work on. Good acceleration. Wow, look at all those player skills, boys. Okay, well, thank you to Jure Dobgima, who recommended I have a look at Harit. I'm definitely going to add him to my listed players. 20 million release fee, 37 grand a week. He's not bad, is he? He's not bad at all. Flatliner, that's the only real issue I would have with him, is he's a flatliner, so the chances are he's not going to improve. He'll probably only get worse. But 79, I mean, I don't mind a player in his 70s. After all, Shelvey is one of my favourite players. But anyway, that will do it for another episode. Please do let me know which Pavon we're talking about here, guys. Until next time, until next week. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.